Sorry for the interruption.
Technical
What
difficulties.
Pakistan has done is most likely, I think, they have assured themselves of a place in the Super 4. Although the match is not over, Pakistan has set Hong Kong a winning target of 194 runs. This is in Sharjah, where in the last 3 years, the maximum that any team has been able to chase is 172. India, you would remember, had set Hong Kong a target of 192 or 93 rather,
93,
and
yes.
this is one more than what India had done against Hong Kong. Now, initially, if you ask me, initially it seemed, at least at one stage, it seemed that Pakistan would score somewhere around, say, about 140, 50. And
Yes.
I thought Hong Kong would have surely fancied their chance to chase that target down. But Khushdil Shah, especially in the last over, I think overall, I think he hit around five sixes, if I'm not wrong.
Four sixes.
No, four he hit
Yeah.
in the last over itself.
Yep.
In fact, of four consecutive deliveries.
Yes.
But there, before that, I think
Yep.
they he got one more. So five sixes from Khushdil Shah. It completely changed the momentum. Of course, credit has to go to
Mohammad
Mohammad
Rizwan.
Rizwan also and
Fakhar
Fakhar
Zaman.
Zaman. It was not easy to bat initially in that period. In the initial few overs, I thought Hong Kong bowlers did bowl well in that period, but towards the end, which we've seen
Yes.
in this tournament so far, that last few overs, it is it maybe I can't say if it is difficult to bowl, but I think it is easier to bat in those last few overs.
Yeah, simple equation of the match yet again. Hong Kong today bowled 17 wides. That also, imagine
Yes.
the first two balls of
How many?
17 wides, 18 extras.
And out of those 17 wides, I think majority came in the last
Last,
three overs. Last three, as in the 18th and the 20th over.
yes,
One bowled by Ayush Shukla, and the other one, that last over, bowled by Aijaz.
Ijaz Khan. Massive difference because remember, in the 20th over, two dot balls, then a six was it, but then he lost the plot totally, five wides and three sixes of the last three balls. So, really, it was a very poor effort at the end from Hong Kong. Death bowling is a massive issue with them. We saw in the India game as well. Surya Kumar Yadav did the same. Play out the initial 15 overs. Last 5 overs, simply magnificent. And Rizwan is Pakistan's KL Rahul, Sarachandra Yaramurthy. Well, we
I
had said
think
what will be Rizwan's strike rate. We had
uh,
said about 104 and 105, but no,
no, I said 125.
125. I had
But
mentioned 104,
but I think he
105.
ended up with 135.
35, yes.
135.
Yep.
Considering what we've seen in this tournament so far, I think you never know. Maybe it was because of Rizwan and Fakhar Zaman that Pakistan somehow managed to get that score of 194, which 193,
93, 193 for two.
which at this stage seems pretty good, especially against Hong Kong batting. Although Hong Kong against India, they started well. It remains
When
to
we
be.
first looked at that pitch, we saw the balls were not even bouncing above knee high. Cutters were being bowled.
Yes.
And there was extra bounce also if you bent your back. The second ball in the 20th over itself, he beat him for pace, Kushdil Shah. But at the end of the day, wrong lens, inconsistent lines, and you paid the price for it. But 18 extras out of it, 17 wides. Remember, the Sri Lanka Bangladesh game, what decided that match? It was extras. And that allowed Sri Lanka to come back into the contest. Bangladesh were all over the shop. And yet again, Hong Kong exceeded the time limit. And if Pakistan also do that today, well, they'll play with five fielders inside the circle. Thoughts on Johnny Bairstow freak injury? Austin, I've already done a video that how big a blow it is that Johnny Bairstow will not be there in the England team for the T20 World Cup because he suffered a freak injury while playing golf. And on top of that, the second question that you asked, will this innings give confidence to Pakistan batters versus India on Sunday, especially if Babar comes back to form? I will not read too much into these knocks because remember, the Indian bowling attack is one of the best in the business at this point in time. You got those runs, no disrespect, against a disciplined but inconsistent Hong Kong team. I would say Pakistan's batting woes remain. If they manage to keep the Indian bowlers at bay, Babar Azam will be the key. Two matches, he's not succeeded. Failing against Hong Kong will dent his confidence, but he can bounce back.
And also, I think on these wickets, it is also important to keep wickets in hand because towards the end, if you have wickets in hand, batsmen can just come in and slog around. That we've seen. In fact, we've seen it in a lot of games that have already happened. We saw it against India playing against Hong Kong. Suryakumar Yadav did that pretty easily today. Khushdil Shah also made it count, especially in that last over. Although I thought, Hong Kong, you could see that pressure
Yes.
in Hong Kong pacers. I could see it, sense it on in their faces. Why? Because the last over that Ejaz, I thought the last over that he bowled, he started pretty okay.
Yeah.
Two dot balls, and initially also, the Hong Kong fast bowlers, especially, they were banging in short. They were
Yep.
banging in. In fact, those were slower bouncers, and
Yes.
those were difficult to read. And the moment you had crossed those 15 odd overs, it seemed a one-way
Batting.
traffic.
Yep.
Rizwan, though, towards the end, he used the fielding. In fact, he was good to convert those singles into twos. He knew the gaps. He used them pretty effectively. Converting the, because that's what matters. When runs are not coming, you need to get to rotate strike, and that is what he did well today. I thought.
Yep.
Let's see.
74, very, very crucial. And remember, Rizwan had hit 43 or 42 in the game against India. He could have carried on had he not gotten a brute of a ball from Hardik Pandya. Pradeep Srivastavan saying, it may end up to be a close game. Okay, ball is coming on much better now. Pakistan bowlers also may be erratic. I don't disagree with that, Pradeep, but
They'll have to start well.
they'll have to really start well. And there was one comment by Ankit Kumar. I mean, it was like saying, wait, it really, really went up. Surya is overrated. I'm not taking that. So India versus Pakistan tickets confirmed for Sunday. Wait and watch. That's all I can say. But yes, in all likelihood, it seems that September 4th, Sunday, Chapter 2 of India versus Pakistan in Asia Cup is going to happen. And Hong Kong, good fight, but sorry, on the big stage, you were just blown away because of inexperience in the death. Well, Babar Azam is the best ODI batter, one of the best in test, but in T20s post 2021, what is it? In 9 innings at an average of 22, strike rate of 120, I am assuming, Austin, with 250s. Yeah, Babar is having a lean patch in T20Is at this point in time. And remember, Pakistan have not played much of T20Is in 2022. So you have to understand that maybe this is the right time for Babar Azam to get form. There are only 1.5 months to go now for the T20 World Cup. One hopes that Pakistan can get back into form, and it has already begun, and they have begun with a boundary, Hong Kong. So
They'll have to start well if they have to chase this down. Otherwise,
you have to score in
I-
excess of 10 in the first power
exactly.
play.
Otherwise, I don't see this match going Hong Kong's way.
Yep.
But never say never as far as cricket is concerned, especially when it is Pakistan playing a cricket match.
Yep.
So, but still, Pakistan favorite. They should win this game pretty easily.
Yes.
But as I said, you never
You
know.
never know. But yep, looking in certainty, Sunday is September 4th, India versus Pakistan.
Exactly. And remember, Ravindra Jadeja has been ruled out of this Asia Cup. So he won't be part of that 11 that will play against
Pakistan,
most likely
hopefully.
against Pakistan on Sunday.
Yep.
So we'll be back for the post-match show.
Yes.
Let's see what it is, Pakistan or Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.